If you missed Tuesday night's Race Chat Live, then you missed why Richard Childress did not take off his Rolex watch. Listen in as Chris, Taz, and Miss Lee talk about RCR and why Richard Childress did not take off his Rolex watch.
All right, come on. Why didn't Childress take his watch off? Why didn't he go fight his grandbaby's fight?
Probably because Mr. Rhinestone Cowboy thought he could, swing the ropes himself, and RC probably told him, "Listen, you're in the wrong here, butto. Put those ropes down. You ain't gonna get any bowls anyway."
Ms. Lee, let's get your comment real quick, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm just gonna see if either one of y'all get it. Come on, Ms. Lee. Why didn't Mr. RC take off his Rolex watch and go handle that?
No clue.
Because he was too busy celebrating in victory lane. Because now he's got a freaking winner for his race team. And we just see, this is what we feared would happen to Austin Dillon. And that might have been the first sign of true frustration. When you realize that you aren't as good as somebody else. And look, Austin, I give him 100% for thinking outside the box, saying, hey, how am I going to better this organization? Because honestly, Austin's probably the future of the organization. One way or the other, he's going to be signing somebody's check one day if RCR survives. Generational, right? So now it's starting to show. Like, we're sitting here midway through the season, may I add. Kyle Busch has got 3 wins on the season. Just between him and Tyler Reddick, they have more wins combined in the last 2 years than Austin Dillon has had in his career.
Did you say 4 or 5?
Yeah.
I think Reddick won twice last year.
That was 3 wins, wasn't it? It was 3, right?
I thought Reddick had 2 last year.
Maybe twice and maybe close to a third one. So anyway, either way, these two guys have been able to accumulate in wins what Austin's had in his entire career. So obviously there's a talent gap between the two.
Yeah, I got a new one for you. Ready? Like a rhinestone loser.
Dum-dum. I guess just the dum-dum. Well, I mean, when you go back and you look at the telemetry and you look at what really happened, and yeah, maybe Austin Cindric did show a little aggression there. Maybe he did catch his right rear and punted him. There was some contact about 6 laps before between those two drivers, and Austin Cindric may have just felt at the time that's what needed to be done. As I just said, Austin Dillon is finding out that he's in over his head as a race car driver. We'll see how he's able to accept that, and I think that was always the big question of whether or not Austin is smart enough to go pep pop. I'm so glad that we have a driver here that's going to keep us in a winning organization for a very long time. Or are we going to hear pop pop? Why can't I have a car just as fast as Kyle Busch? Because we both know to give Austin Dillon a fast car, he would have gave him a fast car. It's not the fast car that's the problem. Really, what you're looking at is a generational driver. One of the best, one that should probably be on the Mount Rushmore of all drivers. Like, honestly, this guy's got 230 wins, okay? He's probably the greatest of all time. And he's driving for an organization that, for the last 10 years, let's be honest, sucked. And it had bits and parts where they sucked before the last 10.
Sorry. I had a little cough. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Miss Lee.
You know what? No, you make sense. Maybe it's time for Austin Dillon to start looking towards his future and start looking more at the at an office job rather than a driving job.
He should invest more into his iRacing team.
Oh, I'm sorry, Taz. I'm very sorry. Let me hold my thought. Go ahead, sir.
He should invest more into his iRacing team than his driving career.
But, I mean, look, guys, it's not much of an investment for him, right? He was born into it. But similar to Ben Kennedy was born at the racetrack as well, and he tried the truck racing, and he was, I don't know, I guess he could have probably stuck around. There's a lot of guys that probably have less talent than Ben Kennedy. Obviously, Ben Kennedy had plenty of money. If he wanted to stick around and suck for 20 years, he could have. But you know what? He understood it at a young age and decided, hey, I want to be a leader in this business. I want to move NASCAR into the direction of popularity as I once grew up and as it was. And so I feel like I'm better fit in the, like you said, management office than I am as a race car driver. This is Austin Dillon's opportunity. Enjoy the last couple of years of your driving career, Austin Dillon. And when it's time and you can land a big name guy to carry on, because of course Kyle Busch is not going to be around probably 10 years from now. So if you can get that generational talent, the next generational talent, and convince them to come drive the 3-car, then you as a person, knowing that you're going to eventually take the fold of this company, I just see it as a no-brainer. Honestly, it has to hurt, right? It has to hurt Austin Dillon that this organization in 2 years, the numbers prove the point, right? There's no denying it. Tyler Reddick is a hell of a race car driver. Kyle Busch is a hell of a race car driver. Austin Dillon, he's a so-so race car driver. That doesn't make Austin Dillon a bad person. Save me here, Taz Taylor. What are your thoughts?
I just see it as, I feel like he's kind of riding the silver spoon. He's okay as a driver, but, I mean, not one that you could easily, I'd say I would say 10 years from now, the only thing that Austin Dillon could honestly be easily remembered for is his Daytona 500 win 20 years after Dale Earnhardt won the Daytona 500. Other than that, Austin Dillon don't really have much history at all.
Yeah, he brought the 3-car back. He won the Daytona 500 on the 20th anniversary. I mean, that's a legacy, right?